Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new live stream. This is Tossif, and this channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. So anyone who's tuning in right now, thank you for being here. If you are here for the first time, I hope that you will subscribe and be a part of this family. I hope you will subscribe and participate in the live chat. The live chat window is a place where freedom-loving people share their thoughts, share their opinions, ask questions, exchange information, and basically express whatever is on their minds, okay? So that's the live chat. And for those who have been watching my videos and participating in the live chat for days, weeks, or months, thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. My friends, it's a very important topic we are going to be discussing today. I feel like I say that a lot. Well, it's true. Every time I do a live stream, and you know this, we discuss very, very important topics. And today we're going to be discussing tariffs, okay? But before we get into the discussion, I would like to welcome everyone here. So let's see. Bill from Vegas has joined. Hello, Bill. Carrie has joined. Hello, Carrie. Susan Epp. Our friend Susan Epp from California is here. Susan, it's so good to see you. Kyler, thanks for being here. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing great as well. Tommy Brown is here. Hello, Tommy Brown. Mickey Mooney writes, hello, Tossif Trump 2025. Mickey, I love that comment. Thank you, Mickey, for being here. Evelyn from Vegas has also joined. Jewel, hi, Jewel. Richard Miller, hello, Richard. AC Cruz, our friend from Arizona, thanks for being here. Journeys, okay, that's Rachel from Waukesha. Rachel, thank you so very much. Okay, my friends, international trade is, if you ask me, in my opinion, and you can share your thoughts on this, I believe that international trade is a very, very beautiful thing. It really is. I mean, think about it. Countries around the world, they produce a variety of goods, a wide variety of goods, right? Some countries specialize in the production of certain products, either because of their production advantage or just given the climate, weather, terrain, or other natural features that they have. I'll give you an example, a very, very famous example. I think coffee beans, right? We drink a lot of coffee. People all over the world drink coffee, but here in the United States, we consume a lot of coffee. And certain countries have an advantage in the production of coffee, okay, such as Brazil, Colombia, Ethiopia, and there are other countries. These are just three names that I mentioned. Countries that have an advantage in the production of coffee. So Brazil, Colombia, Ethiopia. So what happens when we engage in trade? When we engage in trade as a nation, as a country, when we participate in international trade, it gives us access to excellent products that are available in other countries. Okay? And in the same way, other countries can have access to products that we specialize in here in the United States. So it is a beautiful thing. It's an exchange. It's trade. It's basically something that consumers benefit from, international trade. Now, if done fairly, then international trade results in a win-win situation. Win-win situation, international trade. It can result in a win-win situation only if it is done fairly. Fairness is a very, very important factor when we are talking about international trade. International trade, if done fairly, can benefit consumers across the globe. However, in the real world, international trade may not be fair. It may be such a trade arrangement that only one side benefits. Okay, and if there's one-sided trade, that can result in growing dependence, which may be bad for a country's long-term security. And I'm going to use an example here. If we import, let's say that we import, and this is just an example. I'm not presenting, real life data. I'm not presenting, real life statistics. I'm just giving you a simple example. So this is hypothetical. So let's say that we import most of the raw materials that we need to produce life-saving pharmaceuticals from maybe a few countries, like 2 or 3 countries, 4 countries. Okay? That could mean a growing dependence on those countries. If we need to produce life-saving pharmaceuticals and we rely on just a couple of countries to import the raw materials that we need to produce those life-saving pharmaceuticals, that means that there's growing dependence on those countries that we import the raw materials from. So in the long run, that may be an issue, in the long run. So if we rely on a few foreign countries for raw materials for life-saving pharmaceuticals, what happens if our relationship with those countries go in the wrong direction? What if there are issues that arise which prevents us from importing the raw materials that we need for the life-saving pharmaceuticals? That could be a huge, huge issue for our country. So just a very simple example, simplified version that I just used. But it just shows you that in some cases, we need to be self-sufficient. If it's a matter of national security, if it's a matter of public health, then we have to explore ways to ensure production within our boundaries so that we are not at a risk of shortage or crisis in the future. But overall, when you look at international trade, I believe it is a very, very beautiful thing. And human beings, even before we had, planes and advanced ships and all these advanced vehicles that we have, even before we had the modern transportation system, global transportation system, human beings engaged in exploration. They explored new lands. They explored, faraway territories and built relationships and engaged in trade. It has been going on for a very, very long time. I'm not a historian, so I'm not going to give you specifics about like hundreds of years, thousands of years, but we know, right? Even before we had planes, even before we had all these new ships and all these vehicles and roads and highways, when people relied on, let's say, horses in order to travel or other animals, people explored different lands and they met different people from other cultures and other territories and engaged in trade. So we are meant to interact with people across the globe and to build bridges and to strengthen relationships. However, my friends, and you will agree with me, I believe you will, when I say this, we cannot, as Americans, we cannot allow a foreign country to take advantage of us. We cannot allow that to happen. We cannot allow ourselves to be losers. As I stated earlier, fair trade, free trade international trade, but also fair trade. Trade has to happen in a fair manner, so it's a win-win situation, so that we're not losers in any trade relationship. Now, it is also important to note that a relationship between two countries goes beyond trade. When we talk about America's relationship with, just pick any foreign country that we do trade with, that relationship goes beyond trade. It's not just trade that we are concerned about. For two countries to have very, very strong relationship, a healthy relationship, there must also be agreement and cooperation on other things. A relationship between two countries cannot be simply based on exports and imports. There must be other things in a relationship, such as security-related cooperation. Security. We care about security, homeland security, international security. So security must be an important factor in any relationship between two countries. And also shared values. Do both the countries believe in freedom, believe in free speech, believe in human rights? Shared values, that's also important. And also cultural exchange takes place. When we do export and import, it's not just goods and goods that are crossing borders, going from one country to the other. There's also cultural exchange that can take place whenever we are talking about a relationship between two countries. So my friends, let's talk about the United States now. It is true that we are a global superpower. We still are. Although there are forces out there that would like to see the US not be a global superpower, but we are a global superpower and we are proud of our country. And I hope and pray that we continue to be a global superpower. I really, really hope that our position in the world becomes stronger and stronger and stronger with time. As an American, that is what I hope and pray for, that we continue to remain strong and be even stronger in the days and years and decades to come. However, my friends, we know that we are facing some very, very difficult challenges. The last 4 years in particular have been extremely, extremely difficult. Okay? Difficult is not a strong enough word. And no matter how many times I say extremely, if I keep saying extremely, 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 extremely difficult, it will still not give you a complete picture of the challenges that we faced over the last 4 years. We had crises, multiple crises, crisis at the border, crisis in the economy, crisis in our neighborhoods, public safety problems, lots. And I discussed those, right? I discussed many of those issues in the past. And so the last 4 years were unbelievably challenging and difficult. And for that, who do we blame? We can blame the Biden-Harris administration. The Biden-Harris administration. Everything they did, almost everything they did, it took our country in the wrong direction. Not towards prosperity, but towards poverty. Not towards greatness, but towards challenges. Okay? So the Biden-Harris administration removed us further and further away from prosperity and took us towards poverty. So many American families faced real challenges, and they are our neighbors, they are our relatives and friends, and we hear stories And we know in our community, we see the people who faced challenges. A lot of people who were part of the middle class. During the last 4 years, they went from being in the middle class to being in poverty. And that is real, that is true. And I know many of you will agree with my viewpoints, okay? So my friends, the last 4 years, we moved away from prosperity towards poverty. We moved away from being a great economy. We moved away from greatness, and we moved towards devastation, because that's where the Biden-Harris administration took us. Okay? Many people faced devastation in every aspect. In every aspect. You think about transportation, you think about the economy, you think about the supply chain, you think about public safety, you think about what the Biden-Harris administration did to our military, all the wokeness in the military. So we blame the Biden-Harris administration for all the challenges we faced over the last 4 years. You know, when there's a weak administration in power, the governments of other countries take advantage, and that is exactly what happened. My friends, let me greet some of the people who just tuned in. I see Kay Cooper. Hello, Kay. And Oscar is here. Bob is here. Marjorie is here. Chris is here. And then I see, who else? Stacy and Kyler, Archer. Okay, Mr. is here. Vaughn and others. Invisible Man is here. Invisible Man, I can see you. All right. Okay. Freshly is here. Jake, our friend Jake from New York. My friends, please, as you are tuning in, make sure that you hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Be a part of the conversation. Don is here. Hello, Don. Be a part of the conversation by subscribing, okay? So as I was saying, when there's a weak administration in power, like there was over the last 4 years with Biden and Harris in power, other countries take advantage of us. That's exactly what happened over the last 4 years. And now there's a new sheriff in town. Who knows the name of the sheriff? There's a new sheriff in town, my friends. Who knows the name of the sheriff? And I don't mean literally a sheriff, because I'm not talking about a county. I'm talking about the country. Who's the new sheriff in town? It's Donald J. Trump. Exactly. Now, Donald J. Trump is here, the 47th president, and he is going to solve the problems. So now let's talk about international trade again. Given the current global reality, it appears that there is a lack of fairness in international trade. Also, there are countries that are not cooperating with us, not cooperating. I wish I could say, oh, our allies, our friends, our neighbors are all cooperating with us. That is not the case. There are some countries that are not cooperating with us on security issues, and I'll go into details, okay? More than 200 people watching. Thank you so very much. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you have not done so already, and share this video with your friends, family members, and your neighbors. Help us reach more people. We discuss the facts. We discuss the truth. We discuss current affairs, things that are very, very important for us, for our society, and for our future. So make sure, my friends, make sure that you are sharing this video so that we can reach more people. Okay. Given the current global reality, we know that there's a lack of fairness in international trade, and there are countries that are not cooperating with us on security issues. Now, let's talk about our neighbors. Our neighbors could be very, very helpful to us in matters of border security. Unfortunately, we are not receiving the cooperation that we expect and that we deserve. And so, bold action is required. Bold action is required. And Donald Trump, even before starting the office as the 47th president, he made it very clear that he would impose tariffs on Canada, on Mexico, and on China. Okay? Let's go back to November 25th. Let's go back to November 25th of 2024. This is what Donald J. Trump wrote on Truth Social. 204 people watching, my friends. Please subscribe. Everyone who's watching right now, be a part of this amazing family that we have. This family that believes in the truth. This family that believes in freedom. This family that believes in dialogue. This family that believes in exchange of ideas and information. This family that tunes in every day, every night, to participate in the dialogue that we have here. So if you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe and stay connected and be a part of this family. That's what it is. It's a family. 212 people watching. Thank you so very much. So delighted to see the number of viewers going up. Hope it keeps going up and up and up. Thank you, my friends. Brian from Pennsylvania is here. Hello, Brian. Thank you for being here, Brian. Brian from Pennsylvania just tuned in. And there are others who are here. Thank you, my friends. If you're here for the first time, please do introduce yourself, okay? So, our neighbors could be very helpful to us in matters of border security, but we're not receiving the cooperation that we expect and that we deserve. And so, as I said, even before being sworn into office, Donald Trump wrote on Truth Social, and this is going back to November 25th of 2024. I'm going to read to you what Trump wrote on Truth Social back in November. He wrote, "As everyone is aware, thousands of people are pouring through Mexico and Canada, bringing crime and drugs at levels never seen before." This is Trump writing back in November, before being sworn in. "Right now, a caravan coming from Mexico, composed of thousands of people, seems to be unstoppable in its quest to come through our currently open border. On January 20th, as one of my many first executive orders, I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming into the United States and its ridiculous open borders. This tariff will remain in effect until such time as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and all illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country. Both Mexico and Canada have the absolute right and power to easily solve this long simmering problem. We hereby demand that they use this power, and until such time that they do, it is time for them to pay a very big price." This is Donald J. Trump writing a post on Truth Social back in November last year, my friends, November 25th of 2024. So no one can blame Trump. No one can say, oh, why did Trump all of a sudden impose tariffs? He should have given us a notice. He should have told us ahead of time what was in his mind. Why didn't Trump give us any hint as to what he would do? Well, Trump did give a hint, not a hint, but a clear notice, a statement, public statement that anyone can read from anywhere in the world. Trump did let the countries know that he would be taking strong action, bold action. He said that back in November. Back in November, election day was November 5th, and this is November 25th. Donald Trump wrote this on Truth Social. Before the holidays, before Christmas, before New Year, Donald Trump gave sufficient notice to Mexico and Canada that there would be tariffs, big price to pay. And once again, my friends, I want to highlight here, this is not about the people of Canada. It's not about the people of Mexico. It's about the government of Canada and the government of Mexico. When Trump announced his intention, in fact, not just intention, but a plan, he gave a clear notice that there would be tariffs. It was addressed to the people of, not the people of Canada, but the government of Canada and the government of Mexico. I think that distinction is very, very important, because you know what? The people of America and the people of Canada, we are friends, we are neighbors, we are allies. But if the Canadian government does not do what is best for the Canadian people, if the Canadian government does not do its part to strengthen relationship with the United States, if the Canadian government does not take bold action to secure the border, if the Canadian government does not work with the Trump administration to build a healthy relationship, then yes, Trump will send strong message to the Canadian government. And this post on Truth Social that I read to you, it's not about the Canadian people. It's about the Canadian government. It's about the Mexican government. And immediately there were reactions from the Canadian government. There were reactions from the Mexican government. For example, Justin Trudeau, he immediately got on a plane and he flew to Florida to meet with Donald J. Trump, who at the time was president-elect. President-elect. At the time, Donald Trump was president-elect, and Justin Trudeau got up on a plane and flew to Florida. He went to Mar-a-Lago to meet with president-elect at the time, Donald J. Trump. There was a lot of time to address the issues. As I said, this this post on Truth Social, it was published back in November. So the Canadian government, the Mexican government had a lot of time to make progress on dialogue, to make progress in the conversations with the Trump administration, to address the crisis, to agree to the terms and conditions, to work on securing the border. But here we are, finally, that warning that Donald Trump gave back in November, that warning has become a reality. Back in November, people thought, oh, it's a warning from Trump. He's not going to do it. He's not going to impose tariffs. He cannot impose tariffs on Canada, on Mexico. We're neighboring countries. No, Trump's not going to do that. He's saying things, but you know, it's just trying to scare. He's not going to do it. But you know what? This is a leader, Donald J. Trump, who does what he says that he's going to do. When he issues a warning, no one should take it lightly. When he says that he's going to take action, you can guarantee that Trump is going to take action. And finally, that warning became a reality today. Donald J. Trump implemented tariffs on Mexico and Canada. And Trump wrote on Truth Social today. Today, Trump wrote on Truth Social, he wrote, "Today, I have implemented a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada, 10% on Canadian energy, and a 10% additional tariff on China. This was done through the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, because of the major threat of illegal aliens and deadly drugs killing our citizens, including fentanyl. We need to protect Americans." See, this is what people love about Donald Trump. He's very, very clear. What he says, it's written in very, very clear language which anyone can read and understand. He's not writing things that are confusing, that you have to sit and read and try to figure out, are there hidden meanings? What is he trying to imply? What is he trying to say? Is there a hidden message? Is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? Is it just a bluff? Or is it really a plan that he's letting people know about? Just plain and simple. This is what is special about Donald J. Trump. What he says in simple words, and you can count on Donald Trump to do exactly what he says that he's going to do. This is what is so great about our 45th president and our 47th president, the same person, Donald J. Trump. He writes in clear language. You don't need to be, you don't need to, you don't have to figure out what the message means. The message means exactly what it says. He says, we need to protect Americans. This is perfectly in line with Trump's agenda of America first. America first. Make America great again. America first. It is very, very clear that Donald Trump puts America first. Donald Trump puts Americans first. Trump said, we need to protect Americans, and it is my duty as president to ensure the safety of all. Don't you just love that? Don't you just love what Trump wrote? We need to protect Americans, and it is my duty as president to ensure the safety of all. Thank God we have a president who understands his duty, who understands his responsibility. Thank God we have a president who understands that he has duties. Think about the last 4 years. Think about Joe Biden. As president, Joe Biden, did he know that he has duties, that he has responsibilities? Did Joe Biden know that he's supposed to be doing everything in the, that would be in the best interest of the American people? Did Joe Biden have that realization? Did Joe Biden understand his duties as a US president? Did he understand his set of responsibilities? Did he understand that a president must protect the American people? Did Joe Biden understand all that? I don't know. I don't know. And thank God that the Biden-Harris administration term has ended, and now we have a real president, a president whose focus is on protecting Americans, whose focus is on fulfilling his duty as American president to ensure the safety of all. Donald Trump wrote, I made a promise on my campaign to stop the flood of illegal aliens and drugs from pouring across our borders, and Americans overwhelmingly voted in favor of it. This is true, my friends. This is true. We all remember that. We all remember, if our memory is working properly, if you can clearly remember, go back and think about the last few years, think about the last few months, and you will remember that Donald Trump did make a promise during his campaign. He made a solid promise to stop the flood of illegal aliens. He made a promise to stop the flood of drugs coming across our borders. And Donald Trump is absolutely correct when he says that the Americans overwhelmingly voted in favor of it, meaning the Americans voted in favor of Donald Trump's campaign promise. The Americans voted in favor of Donald Trump. The Americans voted in favor of border security. Gina is here. Hi, Gina. Thank you for being here. By the way, I see a lot of new people. Tire 887 is here, writing Trump is people's president. Tire 887. That is such a wonderful statement. Tire 887 is writing Trump is people's president. That's what he is. That is what he truly is. He is the people's president. Liz is here. Hi, Liz. Thank you all, my friends. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for continuing to support this channel. We are 37 minutes into the live stream, and I see people still pouring in, joining the conversation, watching the live stream, participating in the live chat. Thank you, my friends. Please do not forget to subscribe, okay? Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to share this video with your friends, family members, and your neighbors, okay? We are 37 minutes into the live stream. More than 5,600 people have already watched this video. At this rate, we will be able to reach a lot of people on the internet, my friends. So if you want facts and truth to be shared, if you want our discussion to reach more people, please like this video, please share this video. And if you are new here, you gotta subscribe, my friends. Please subscribe. All right, let's see. Okay. Fred is here. Hello, Fred. Thank you for being here. Aaron is here. Hello, Aaron. Aaron doesn't agree with me much, but Aaron is here. We welcome Aaron. Maybe Aaron will listen to our discussion, continue to listen to our discussion, and start agreeing with us, Aaron. That's what we hope for. Okay, Aaron, we are presenting the truth. You know that, right? Okay. Okay. All right, my friends. Let's continue. So, people know that when Trump says something, he means it. People know when Donald Trump makes a promise, he fulfills that promise. People know that when Donald Trump gives a warning, it is not just a warning. Donald Trump is ready to take action, and that is exactly what we saw today. That is exactly what we saw today. You can go on the White House's website and read the fact sheet. It is titled, President Donald J. Trump imposes tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China. You can go read it. You can go read it. Okay? It's a fact sheet that is available on the White House website. It is called President Donald J. Trump imposes tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China. Now, it is written in 4 parts, and I'm not going to be able to read the entire document here. I mean, it's publicly available, so you can read it. You can go look for it. Okay, it's written in 4 parts. The first part is called Addressing an Emergency Situation. Try to understand this. This is important. The reason why Trump is taking such bold action is because there is an emergency situation. There's a crisis. Trump is dealing with an emergency, and he has to address this emergency situation. So the document states, the extraordinary threat posed by illegal aliens and drugs, including deadly fentanyl, constitutes a national emergency under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA. Until the crisis is alleviated, President Donald J. Trump is implementing a 25% additional tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico and a 10% additional tariff on imports from China. Energy resources from Canada will have a lower 10% tariff. So this is in the first part, which is called Addressing an Emergency Situation. The second part is using our leverage to ensure Americans' safety. This is great. Using our leverage to ensure Americans' safety. And under this subheading, it is stated, previous administrations failed to fully leverage America's economic position as a tool to secure our borders against illegal migration and combat the scourge of fentanyl, preferring to let problems fester. So Donald Trump is using our leverage to ensure Americans' safety. And we as Americans, we are proud of Donald Trump. We are proud of his actions. We are proud of his decisions. And he's a bold leader. We are so fortunate to have him as the commander-in-chief. Next, another part. President Trump is keeping his promise to stop the flood of illegal aliens and drugs. And it states, when voters overwhelmingly elected Donald J. Trump as president, they gave him a mandate to seal the border. That is exactly what he is doing. Do you agree, my friends, that the American people gave Donald Trump a mandate to seal the border? Please write mandate if you believe that the American people gave Donald Trump a mandate to seal the border. Just write mandate, and that will indicate in the live chat that you believe that the American people gave Donald J. Trump a mandate. Tire 887 is writing mandate. Oscar is writing mandate. Gina is writing absolutely a mandate. Richard is writing mandate. Tommy Brown is saying yes. Paul is saying mandate. Liz is saying mandate. Okay. A mandate. Absolutely. All right. Now I do see some people over here who oppose my views. They are probably not fans of Donald Trump. They are not Trump supporters. That's okay. I mean, we're always going to have a few folks out there who are, as one might assume, Biden and Kamala supporters. Okay. I mean, some people are having a real hard time accepting the reality that Kamala lost. Okay. I mean, what can I say? I mean, they're kind of still in shock. There's nothing we can do. We can present the facts. And the fact is, Hillary Clinton lost, Kamala lost, Tim Kaine did not become the vice president, and Tim Walz did not become the vice president. I mean, those are the facts. And, I'm just sharing the facts. I know some people out there, they're going to be hurt. And there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, when you hear the facts, it may hurt your feelings. It may hurt your feelings. You may shed a tear or two. Okay, you may feel sad. Okay, you may stand in front of a mirror and say to yourself, how can it happen? How can Kamala lose? Did she really lose? Well, I'm here to tell you that Kamala lost. Kamala lost. Tim Walz, the running mate, lost. And Trump is the president. Okay? Trump is the president. So, there still are, I mean, it's kind of shocking, but, a lot of things in this world are shocking. It's kind of shocking that there are folks out there who still have not been able to accept the reality that Kamala lost. As Gina says, liberal tears are flowing. The liberal tears are flowing liberally. Not just flowing, but the liberal tears are flowing liberally. Tears are flowing. And if the tears continue to flow, there's a risk of flood. Okay? And that's not something we want to deal with. If the tears keep flowing, if the liberal tears keep flowing because Kamala lost, there's a risk of flood. And so, my friends, to all my liberal friends out there, to all our friends, our neighbors who voted for Kamala, please don't cry. Please accept the reality. Please stop crying and think about the better days that are waiting for us. Please accept the reality. Unless we accept the reality, we cannot make progress. We cannot move forward in life if we stay away from reality. Open your eyes, open your ears, listen to the facts, see the truth, and do not cry, my friends. Do not cry. Brad is here. Hi, Brad. Do not cry. Trust me, with Donald Trump in office, you will have a great time. Even if you voted for Kamala Harris, even if you voted for Tim Walz, even if you strongly supported Pete Buttigieg as your transportation secretary, now former transportation secretary, trust me, Trump, when he makes America great again, everyone is going to benefit. Those who voted for Trump and also those who did not vote for Trump. Even the liberals will realize very soon that, hey, Trump is great. He's such an awesome president. How did we not realize this before? So please, have faith. Do not cry. Do not shed your tears. Stop being sad. And think about the better days that are waiting for us, okay? So yes, it is true that when people voted for Donald Trump, they gave him a mandate to seal the border. And that is exactly what Donald J. Trump is doing. My friends, do you agree with the things that I said? I know I have not been able to interact with the live chat because I have so much to talk about today. I have so much to talk about. Do you agree with me, my friends? If you do, you know what you have to write. You have to write agree. You have to write agree. And even if some liberals don't agree with me right now, they will agree with me very soon when the liberals realize that America is doing great with Trump in office. Kay Cooper says agree. Tyre says agree. Jewel says agree. Oscar says agree. Richard Miller agrees. Tommy Brown agrees. Liz agrees. Don doesn't agree. Don doesn't agree. Don, I hope you'll agree very soon. You don't agree right now, but that's okay. Don, keep listening, Don. Keep listening to the conversations that we have. Continue to participate in the live chat, Don. And then you'll understand that we have the best president, Donald J. Trump. Okay? All right. Okay, let's see. Paul says agree. Ken Berry says agree. Brad says extremely great. Jell is giving me thumbs up. Kathy is saying I agree. All right. Steve says agree. Christian says agree. Thank you. My friends, 50 likes on this video already in 51 minutes. Hopefully the number can go up. We still got 9 minutes before we get to the 1 hour time mark. So please continue to like this video and support this channel. All right. Okay. All right. My friends, next, and I'm talking about that document, that fact sheet that's on the White House website. I told you that fact sheet, it is titled President Donald J. Trump imposes tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China. It has 4 parts, that document. You can go read the whole document. I'm just highlighting a few stuff. It has 4 parts. The first part is addressing an emergency situation. The second part is using our leverage to ensure Americans' safety. The third part is President Trump is keeping his promise to stop the flood of illegal aliens and drugs. And the fourth part is building on past success. And it states, President Trump continues to demonstrate his commitment to ensuring U.S. trade policy serves the national interest. Oh my God, we finally have a president who is thinking about the national interest. Because Joe Biden did not think about the national interest. The Biden-Harris administration did not think about the national interest. The Biden-Harris administration only thought about the woke stuff. Woke stuff. They thought about wokeness. They looked at some sector of the economy and they thought, how can we add some wokeness in that sector? Wokeness in the military, wokeness in education, wokeness here, wokeness there. That is what the Biden-Harris administration did. It was a woke administration, and all that they care about is wokeness. But Donald J. Trump cares about national interest. National interest. All right. So, some folks don't agree with me. Like this viewer named Julian. Julian doesn't agree with me. Julian, what's wrong with you? Anyway, Julian, that's okay. You know, it just you don't agree with me, but I hope, Julian, I hope that you will realize. So, Julian, here's what's going to happen. You continue to watch these live streams and go listen to some of my podcast episodes, okay? You can read some of my blog posts on my website, tossifanam.net. And Julian, the more you do that, the more you stay connected to this channel and you see the conversation in the live chat. Julian, at some point, there's going to be a light bulb. There's going to be a light bulb, Julian, and you're going to know this. There's going to be a light bulb Okay? And you're gonna have that moment when you realize, oh my God, yes, I now see the truth. I now understand the facts. I understand that Donald Trump is the right person for the job. Yes, he is making America great again. Julian, very soon you'll understand that. I am very confident about it. You're going to have that light bulb moment, Julian. And then you will realize how productive these conversations are. Julian, you may think right now, Tassif, stop talking. It's never going to happen. But trust me, Julian, it's going to happen. My friends, do you think, and this is a question for everyone who's watching me right now, do you think that Julian someday in the near future will understand the truth? If you think Julian will understand the truth, just write it. Write it. Julian will understand the truth. Let's see how many of you think that this channel and the discussion we have here is going to help Julian see the truth. Share with me in the live chat. Martin says, I doubt it. Martin says, I doubt it. All right. Martin, I just had to laugh, Martin. Thanks for being here, Martin. K. Cooper says, Julian will one day see the truth. Yeah. Richard is saying the Democrat Party is having a meltdown. The Democrat Party is having a meltdown. That's a whole different story that we're not going to talk about today. The Democrat Party is having a meltdown. That is so true. We'll talk about that some other day, all right? Butch is saying, Julian will see the light but won't admit it. Okay. Julian, we hope you'll admit it, right? All right. Okay. All right. Julian, thank you for being here. 181 people watching right now, my friends. Thank you all. This is great. We are reaching more people. Okay. We are reaching more people. So that is great. So let's continue the conversation. And Julian, please stay connected. Don't go anywhere. We don't want you to go anywhere. Okay. Building on past success. That is correct. President Trump continues to demonstrate his commitment to ensuring U.S. trade policy serves the national interest. The national interest. Yes, our commander-in-chief focuses on the national interest. And so now let's talk about what's happening in Canada. By the way, Canada, the people of Canada are really, really wonderful people. I mean, we have in this family, on this channel, some of the strongest supporters of this channel, some of the greatest members of this family are our friends from Canada. You know that, right? We have some Canadian friends, I should say family members, you know, they're part of this family. So it's not about the Canadian people. The Canadian people and the American people, we are very, very strong allies. But it's about the Canadian government. The issue is with the Canadian government. The people in positions of power in Canada, they have to act. They have to work with the Trump administration to come to an agreement and to solve the problems. But the Canadian government, right now, the Canadian government is in crisis. Not the Canadian people, the Canadian government is in crisis. Justin Trudeau had a press conference. How many of you watched that press conference? How many of you watched the press conference that Justin Trudeau had? Share with me, my friends, in the live chat. If you watched it, just write watched it. Martin says, I watched. Rachel says, yes, I did. Steve also watched it. Bob also watched it. Gina watched it. We all did. We all watched that press conference. And if you paid attention, if you really studied Justin Trudeau's facial expression, his body language, it's one thing if you turned on the press conference and you were doing other things, like, you're listening to the press conference, but you're doing other stuff. I don't know, you're cooking, or you're organizing your room, or you're drawing, you're painting while listening to the press conference, or whatever. That's one thing. Then you didn't really study Justin Trudeau's facial expression, his body language. But if you paid attention, if you watched it, you listened and you watched, and your eyes were fixed on the screen, whether it's a phone screen, a tablet screen, a laptop screen, a desktop screen, or a TV screen, if you were listening to Justin Trudeau's words and you were watching Justin Trudeau, if you were trying to understand his facial expressions and his body language, then you know that Justin Trudeau is extremely worried right now. The Canadian government is in crisis. Trudeau had a press conference, and I can tell you that there's panic right now among Canadian officials. There's panic. Some of them probably thought that Trump's just giving a warning, but he's not going to impose the tariffs. But now the Canadian officials realize that it is real, it is happening. And as always, Trump does what he says. Justin Trudeau had a press conference, and obviously Trudeau has to show some strength, okay? And that's what he tried to do, Justin Trudeau. He did that press conference. He tried to look very confident. He tried to look very strong. And then there was an announcement that Canada would impose matching 25% tariffs on up to $155 billion worth of U.S. imports. Okay, so retaliatory tariffs, that's what Canada is doing right now, the Canadian government. That's the strategy that they have adopted. Sean is here. Hi, Sean. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sean. Thanks for supporting this channel. Thanks for your kind words. It is because of all the support that we get, we are reaching more people. 209 people watching right at this moment. Right at this moment, 209 people watching. Thank you all. Thank you so very much. So Justin Trudeau, he announced matching tariffs 25% on up to $155 billion worth of U.S. imports. Now, I am not sure if it's Canadian dollar or it's U.S. dollar, so we have to wait and see. I think there's a need for clarification when Trudeau says $155 billion worth of U.S. imports. Is he talking in Canadian dollars or U.S. dollars? So that's something we have to wait and find out. But yes, the Trudeau government, the Canadian government, wants to retaliate, and they also want to impose tariffs on U.S. products. Okay. Now let's talk about Mexico. Do you want to talk about Mexico? Who wants to talk about Mexico? We talked about Canada. We'll talk more about Canada, obviously, in the days to come. But who wants to talk about Mexico? If you want to talk about Mexico, if you want me to give you some updates on Claudia Sheinbaum, then just say yes, ready to listen, or Mexico. Just express that. Sean says, I'm ready to listen. Gina says yes. All right. Let's do it. Oscar says yes. Martin says yes. Jewel says Mexico. Tyre says Mexico. Let's talk about Mexico, our neighbor to the south. By the way, Mexico, what a beautiful country. I think we all agree. Keeping politics aside, keeping international trade aside, keeping political differences aside, keeping the border crisis aside, just think about the land, Mexico, the land on a map. When you look at the map of the world, you look at Mexico, and you look at the climate, the weather, the terrain. Mexico is a beautiful country. Beautiful country, very, very beautiful country. There's no doubt about that. I think everyone can agree. Whatever your views are about Mexico, whatever your views are about the political issues, I think we all can agree Mexico is such a beautiful country. But you know what? I think Mexico deserves strong leaders. Leaders who are going to be wise, leaders who are going to be intelligent, leaders who will work with the Trump administration and work towards strengthening this U.S.-Mexico relationship. Yeah. Truly, it's such a beautiful land on a map. Beautiful beaches, warm weather. But you know what? The politicians in Mexico, they have to be wiser. They have to be more intelligent. The politicians in Mexico must realize that it is in their best interest to work with the Trump administration to strengthen the U.S.-Mexico relationship. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me, my friends, when I say that? The politicians in Mexico, the people in power in Mexico, they should try to strengthen the U.S.-Mexico relationship by working with the Trump administration, by creating a relationship of collaboration and cooperation. But instead, Mexico is trying to challenge the U.S. Mexican officials are trying to challenge the Trump administration. That is not a wise thing to do. That is not a wise thing to do. So sorry to see what the political leaders in Mexico are doing. They are trying to challenge us. The political leaders in Mexico are trying to challenge the Trump administration, the people's administration. It's not a wise thing to do for Mexico. It's not a wise thing to do for the Mexican economy. Mexico should come to the table. Mexico should say, Mr. Trump, President Trump, let's work on strengthening cooperation. Let's work to find out solutions. That is what the political leaders of Mexico should be doing, but instead they are trying to challenge Donald J. Trump. Mexico is reacting to the news of the tariffs. Claudia Sheinbaum. How many of you know who Claudia Sheinbaum is? Do you know who Claudia Sheinbaum is? Claudia Sheinbaum is the president of Mexico. Claudia Sheinbaum wrote on X. She had a long post on X, okay? It was in Spanish, so I don't speak Spanish. I don't read Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. I wish I did. It's a very, very nice language, Spanish. I wish I could speak and read and write Spanish. I don't. So I have to look at the translation. So there was a long post from Claudia Sheinbaum on X. And I read the translation, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to give you one sentence coming from Claudia Sheinbaum, all right? If you want to read the whole thing, if you want to read her full statement, you can go read that on X. But I'm going to give you one line here, okay? She writes that she instructed the Secretary of Economy to implement Plan B. I mean, sounds pretty serious, like, all right, we're moving to Plan B. She instructed the Secretary of Economy to implement Plan B that we have been working on. So that, all right, quite serious, huh? They've been working on a Plan B. Oh my God, what can it be? Plan B. She instructed the Secretary of Economy to implement Plan B that they have been working on, which includes tariff and non-tariff measures in defense of Mexico's interests. All right. So Claudia Sheinbaum, the president of Mexico, she is focused on Mexico's interests, and she instructed the Secretary of Economy to implement Plan B that they have been working on. So it's like, all right, we got a Plan B in place. We've been working on it. All right? Which includes tariff and non-tariff measures. Tariff and non-tariff. It's not just tariffs. They are thinking like tariffs and non-tariffs. All right. Plan B. They've been working on it in defense of Mexico's interests. What does that mean? Can anyone tell me what that means? Tariff and non-tariff measures in defense of Mexico's interests. It is fine if Claudia Sheinbaum thinks of Mexico's interests. That's okay, because obviously she's the president of Mexico. She will focus on Mexico's interests. And our president, our commander-in-chief, the people's president, Donald J. Trump, will focus on America's interests. Donald J. Trump puts America first, Americans first. Donald J. Trump wants to make America great again because he is the American president. He's our president. We, the people, voted for Donald J. Trump. We elected him, and he's the people's president, and he has the people's mandate to secure the border. So I wonder what these tariff and non-tariff measures mean when Claudia Sheinbaum says tariff and non-tariff measures. I got no idea, all right? I'm like, be specific. Be specific. But you know what? The best thing for Claudia Sheinbaum and her administration, the best thing for them would be to come to an agreement with the Trump administration and to say, Mr. President, we're going to do everything that you want us to do, that you think we must do to secure the border. That is what the Mexican leaders should be doing. Misty is here. Hi, Misty. Thanks for being here. But instead of cooperation, instead of focusing on strengthening the U.S.-Mexico relationship, I should say instead of focusing on repairing. A lot of damage has been done to this US-Mexico relationship over the last 4 years. So rather than focusing on repairing the US-Mexico relationship, Claudia Scheinbaum is talking about Plan B, which includes tariff and non-tariff measures. All right. Let's wait and see what these measures are. Misty is saying hi, Tossif. Hi, Misty. So good to see you. Missed you from Pennsylvania. Our friend just joined. So let's wait and see what these measures are. Let's wait and see what these measures are. We are 1 hour and 16 minutes into the live stream, and 11,600 people have already watched this video. 11,600 people in 1 hour and 16 minutes. This is truly great. This is great, my friends. Please continue to support this channel. And like this video. Like this video, my friends. So we are at 12,351 subscribers. If we get 49 more subscribers, we're going to be at 12,400 subscriber mark. Okay, 49 more people out there. If you are listening to me, just hit the subscribe button, and we can get to 12,400 in matter of minutes. Okay, if everyone who's watching who has not subscribed, if you just hit the subscribe button. This is a channel where we have serious discussion. This is a channel where we have emotion. This is a channel where we have humor. This is a channel where we build a stronger family of freedom-loving people. So, if you want to be a part of this channel, you got to hit the subscribe button. So I said 49. Now we need 46. 46 subscribers. Okay? To get to 12,400, please, my friends, support this channel. Jamie is here. Hi, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie says this is a channel of the people. Thank you, Jamie. Thanks for supporting this channel. All right. A viewer named Michael Johnson just joined. Okay. Viewer named Michael Johnson. All right. Let's see what Michael Johnson is saying. Oh, Michael Johnson doesn't like MAGA. Michael Johnson, what do you like then? A viewer named Michael doesn't like MAGA. You don't like MAGA, Mike? What do you like then? You do not like MAGA? Come on. Come on, man. As Joe Biden would say. Come on, man. Michael doesn't like MAGA. Too bad. Misty says MAGA life. See, Misty is all MAGA. Misty is a strong supporter of MAGA. Felicia is here. Hi, Felicia. Thank you for being here. Michael, you got to be MAGA. How can you not support MAGA? Come on, man. All right. Bill. Hi, Bill. Bill is on a very short break at work. All right. Thank you, Bill, for tuning in during your break. Matthew Gonzalez is a strong Trump supporter. That is great. Oscar is writing Trump is smart businessman. He truly is. Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take a quick break and see some comments. Okay, Sammy is here. Hi, Sammy. Okay, let's continue. So the tariffs are real. The tariffs will be implemented, will be imposed. And so what's going to happen now? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what's going to happen now out there. Okay, before we get there, let's see if I have everyone's attention. My friends, do you want to talk about what's going to happen now going forward? Now that the tariffs are real? Butch is saying yeah. Okay, are you ready? Felicia says yes, tell us. All right, Felicia. Okay. My friends, there will be a lot of people out there. You know, the finance gurus. You know the finance gurus, right? Do you know the finance gurus? The experts who appear on TV, the experts, you know, giving their expert opinions. All the people who got a lot of degrees, they know finance, they know what's going on in the economy, they make predictions, they tell you where the economy is headed. All the finance gurus, you know about the finance gurus, right? You can call them the finance pundits too. Whatever word you prefer, the gurus or the pundits. Bree is here. Hi, Bree. Yeah, you know about the finance gurus and the pundits. So you're going to see going forward, and it has already started, and probably on Monday when the week starts, you're going to see that even more. All these finance experts and the gurus and the pundits, they're going to be appearing on different networks on TV. You know, they'll have a serious expression. They'll have a nice background. A lot of these people have bookshelves behind them, and all the trophies and awards they got, they display all that. Anyway, all these finance gurus will tell how the tariffs will impact the market, how the tariffs will impact the prices and the supply chain and what's going to happen. They're going to give you all their opinions, okay? And people listen to them because they're the finance gurus. They're the experts, the pundits. So they'll tell you, oh, prices are going to go up and the tariffs are bad and we're going to go into a tariff war. This is going to happen, that's going to happen. First of all, here's the reality. No one wants to impose tariffs. No one wants to do it. Do you think Trump wants to impose tariffs? Do you think he is happy about imposing tariffs? No. No one wants to impose tariffs, and no one wants to see tariffs imposed. It is not fun. There's nothing fun about tariffs. There's nothing fun about tariffs. It's a serious thing. And that's the reality. Do you think, you know, Trump just thinks it's fun to impose tariffs? No, it's very, very serious. But when problems become massive, when problems simmer and they strengthen and they become massive, decisive action is necessary. Bold action is necessary, and tariffs have become necessary. Trump is not having fun imposing tariffs, okay? No one wants to impose tariffs. It is not a very easy decision, which is why Donald Trump announced it back in November, because he gave Canada and Mexico time. He gave Canada and Mexico time to do the right thing. If Canadian leaders and Mexican leaders, if they do not take the proper action on their end, then Trump is left with no other option. Trump is left with no other option. So this is not fun. This is not fun. Trump is not having fun imposing tariffs. We, the American people, we don't want to see tariffs. We don't want to see US imposing tariffs. We don't want to see other countries imposing tariffs on us. No one wants to be in this situation, but you know what? There is no other option. So Trump did what a real leader should do. Trump did exactly what the people elected him to do. He is putting Americans first. He is taking bold action. And the situation requires that tariffs are imposed. And that is exactly what he did. It is not a decision that should be taken lightly. This is not a decision that Trump arrived at overnight. He thought about it for a very, very long time. And even before he became officially the 47th president, he gave sufficient notice to Canada and Mexico. But the Canadian leaders and the Mexican leaders, they did not listen. They did not listen. So now, Trump had no other option but to impose tariffs. It is a necessity right now to impose tariffs, and that's what he has done. So, all the finance gurus, all the pundits, all the experts, all these commentators, they're going to be on TV. You're going to see them. You've probably already seen them. You're going to see them tomorrow. You're going to see them starting on Monday when the week starts. They'll be there all over TV and they'll say the disadvantages of tariffs and that prices will go up and shortages and so on and so forth. But you know what? We cannot allow foreign nationals to invade our country. Illegal immigrants have been invading our country. Illegal immigrants through the northern border, through the southern border, they have been coming into our country, causing havoc, causing devastation, and drugs, illegal drugs have been pouring in, destroying lives here on US soil. We cannot allow those crises to continue. And if the Canadian government, if the Mexican government, if they do not focus on cooperation, then there's no other option. And that's where we are right now. Tariffs. Trump has done what he has to do, which is to impose tariffs. Bold action. Bold action. So, my friends, when those experts tell you the implications of tariffs, what might happen in the economy, just keep in mind that we have to be tough. We have to be tough. And if we want to be tough, then tariffs are a necessity. Okay? So, just go back and listen to and just read what Trump wrote on Truth Social today. Okay? And I'm gonna today meaning, sorry, we're already into February the 2nd. Today I mean February the 1st, okay? Trump wrote, I have implemented a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada, 10% on Canadian energy, and an additional and a 10% additional tariff on China. This was done through the International Emergency Economic Powers Act because of the major threat of illegal aliens and deadly drugs killing our citizens, including fentanyl. We need to protect Americans, and it is my duty as president to ensure the safety of all. I made a promise on my campaign to stop the flood of illegal aliens and drugs from pouring across our borders, and the Americans overwhelmingly voted in favor of it. So, tariffs became a necessity, and there was no other option, so Trump imposed tariffs. It's a bold decision. Ken is here. Hi, Ken. Ken from Appleton. Thanks for being here, Ken. So when you listen to all those pundits, just keep in mind that whatever Trump is doing, he is doing it for the American people. He's putting Americans first. He's putting America first. The crisis at the southern border, northern border, maritime border has caused widespread damage to our country. And if Trump needs to take bold action to fix these problems, and internally, Trump is using all available resources to catch the criminal aliens, to arrest them, to deport them. But then, to fully fix the problems, to fully solve the problems, there is need for cooperation from Mexico and Canada. And sadly, we are not getting the kind of cooperation that we should be getting from Mexico and Canada. And so Trump has no other option but to use tariffs on Mexico and Canada as well as China. And I've said this before, the next 4 years will not be business as usual. The next 4 years will not be business as usual. The American people voted for Trump so he can solve the problems, end the crises, bring back peace and prosperity, and Trump is going to do what it takes. He's going to do what it takes to put America first and to protect the American people. So this is a bold step, imposing tariffs. And Trump is doing that. All right, let me catch up with the live chat window here. 78 likes on the video already. Thank you, my friends. Let's see. How many subscribers do we have so far? All right, we need more than 40 subscribers to get to 12,400. We need 40 more subscribers. Gina says, we finally have a president who loves America. Yes, we do. AC Cruz says, hit the like. Thank you, AC Cruz. 146 people watching, 81 likes so far. 1 hour, 33 minutes into the live stream. Did I miss greeting anyone here? Aaron is saying, Aaron, who goes by the screen name Fuzz, is saying, wow, I agree with you, Tassif. Well, that is so wonderful, Aaron. You don't agree with me a whole lot, but it's great to see that you agree with me. Cheryl Thomas is here. Hello, Cheryl. Okay, let me ask you this. Who's here for the first time? If you are here for the first time, please write first time in the live chat. That's how I'll know you're here for the first time. Let's do some introductions here. Bill says, this looks like a great conversation. Sorry I missed the first half, but I'll get to see the replay later. Well, Bill, I understand you're at work, so you can watch the replay. Thanks for being here. Adriana is here. Adriana writes first time. Hello, Adriana. All right. Dilly is here. Hi, Dilly. Selena is here. Hello, Selena. Selena says, do you support Cash? You mean Cash Patel? Yeah, Cash Patel. He's going to be an awesome FBI director. He's going to be awesome as FBI director. Hope he gets confirmed. Mm. Harry Grace is saying that his daughter is upset about the tariff that Donald Trump imposed. Harry, it's all going to be great, okay? There are many negotiating tools, and Trump is doing what he needs to do. So just listen to the whole conversation, Harry. If you're just tuning in right now, you have to listen to the whole conversation and you'll understand what I said. And the tariffs are a necessity right now, and it's all going to be great. Auditron is here. Hello, Auditron. Didi is here. Didi from Southern California. Didi, so good to see you. Okay, RL is saying avocados at $5 each. RL, is that how much avocados are right now? Is that what you're saying? RL? Is that how much avocados are right now? I bought avocados not too long ago, just a few days ago. They were not $5. I mean, really, what's with avocados? RL is saying it soon be. I just paid 6 avocados today. So RL, you know what? There are so many things we can eat. I mean, is avocado a necessity? I mean, really, I mean, what if you... And first of all, how do you know that avocados will be $5 each? First of all, where did you come up with that? Where did you come up with that? $5 each avocado. You know, so let's talk about $5. Do you know what I remember being $5? I remember that when Joe Biden came to power, gas price went from under $2 to $5 in Wisconsin. That's what I remember. When you say $5, that's what I remember. It was well below $2 a gallon. And when Biden came to power, okay, gas price in Wisconsin went from under $2 to $5. Okay? So that is what I remember that Biden did to the economy. Okay? And gas is a necessity. Gas is essential. We need gas for transportation. Avocado, if you first of all, you don't know for sure that avocados will be $5 each. Okay? You don't know that. Okay? I mean, how did you come up with $5? Like it precisely like $5. How did you come up with that? How did you come up with like avocados will be $5 each? I mean, trust me, you're going to be able to have avocados. All right. Yeah. All right. RL is saying, I came up with that based on the tariff war that'll take place. Now, okay, you're talking about tariff war. Okay, strong language, tariff war. How do you know that avocado will be $5 each? I mean, really, $5 each. How do you know for sure that it's going to be $5 each? I mean, has there been any economic analysis, any kind of projection showing that each avocado will be $5? Like you walk into a store, you see avocado, you pick it up. Okay, you pick up the avocado like I picked up my my computer mouse here, and it says, oh, it's $5. How do you know it's going to be $5? So, first of all, avocado is not a necessity. It's not. It's not a necessity. Okay, it's an amazing fruit. It is not a necessity. Okay, call it. Anyway, I didn't grow up eating avocados because I grew up in Asia. Okay, so I didn't grow up eating avocados. I know some people are, they love avocados. I like avocados actually. Hold on. Okay, avocados are great, but avocados are not necessity. Like gasoline is necessity. Okay, and when Trump was in office, here in Wisconsin, gas price was less than $2 per gallon. When Trump was in office, gas price in Wisconsin was less than $2 per gallon. When Biden and Harris came, gas price reached $5 per gallon in Wisconsin, and gas is a necessity. And now you're saying avocados will be $5 each. First of all, my question is, how did you precisely make that determination, that prediction, that it's going to be $5 each? Okay, and even if price of avocado goes up, it is not a necessity. Yeah, I mean, see, Misty is saying avocado in Pennsylvania, $1.33. Quite affordable, I think. $1.33 for avocado. RL, where do you live? Are you near Pennsylvania? RL, I don't know where you are, what state you are in. Please write what state you are in. If you are in Pennsylvania, oh, you're in California. Well, California is a whole different thing, okay? I mean, California economy is a complete mess. When I say $5 gasoline in Wisconsin, in California is probably over $7 a gallon. So, by the way, can't California grow avocados? Can't you grow avocados in California? I mean, and tell me, can't you grow avocados in California? Rachel is saying yes. RL is saying Newsom doesn't like water. I like water, which is why I keep a bottle when I do a live stream, because I get so thirsty. Okay, Newsom doesn't like water. Okay, too bad. But really, how about, on the topic of avocado, how about we grow avocados in America in abundance? How about we grow avocados? If RL loves avocados, okay? No, I understand that. RL loves avocados. RL seems to be very focused on nutritious food, which is great, okay? RFK Jr. is going to like that very much, okay, RL? If you're focused on nutritious organic food and stuff, that's a great thing. RL probably, oh, RL doesn't love avocados. RL likes avocados. Okay, all right, correction. RL never said that RL loves avocados. RL said RL likes avocados. RL, if you like avocados, there's one other thing that you should like. You know what? You like my video, hit the like button. Please do that. I would appreciate it. Okay, continuing the conversation. How about we grow avocados in America so that RL in California can have an abundant supply of avocados? For the sake of RL, let us grow avocados in California. Okay? Our friend RL likes avocados. We must make sure that RL has all the avocados that RL might demand, and we want to keep avocados affordable. So let us grow avocados in America. Okay, California, can we do it? Can we do it? I mean, listen, if RL is wants to have guacamole, and if avocados, as RL is saying, avocados will go up to $5 per gallon, $5 each. I keep thinking about gasoline. So if RL wants to have guacamole with nachos or whatever, let's make avocados affordable for RL. Let's grow avocados in California. Let's do it, okay? Now RL is saying this guy is OCD to the max. No, I am addressing a point that you brought up. You know, you talked about avocados. When we talk about tariff, you talk about avocados. You never mentioned energy. Did you mention energy? Maybe you mentioned it and I missed it. Did you mention energy? Did you mention manufacturing? Did you mention, other things like national security? You mentioned avocados. Why? Why is that the focus of your concern? Let's grow them in California. Okay? You can eat all the guacamole you want. You can have chips and salsa. You'll have everything, okay? Don't worry. See, Didi is from California, and Didi is saying avocados are the least of our problems. Exactly. Exactly. So many comments in the live chat. I'm trying to keep up. Okay, RL is still focused on avocados. Okay. All right, we'll move on. Oswaldo is saying avocados are not a necessity. Aaron is saying way too hyper focus on this, Tosif. Aaron, I take the comments seriously. Okay, my friends, I want to draw your attention to a poll that I'm conducting. The poll question is, are you happy with the steps President Trump is taking to secure the border and deport illegal aliens? Please answer the poll question, my friends. Everyone's saying yes. Bob is saying yes. Evelyn is saying yes. Misty is saying absolutely. Adriana is saying yes. Dan is saying yes. Kay Cooper is saying yes. Cake is saying yes. Gina is saying yes. Felicia is saying yes. Liz, thank you for your support, Liz. Gina is saying yes. Butch is saying yes. Richard Miller is saying MAGA. Edwin is saying yes. Rachel is saying yes. Okay. Longdon family is saying yes. Longdon family, good to see you. Camp Goer is saying, oh, heck yes. All right. Dee Dee is saying yes. Ken Berry is saying yes. Oh, I see so many comments. I'm trying to read everything here. Let's see. Okay, let me ask this question. Anyone here from New York? I know our friend Freshly, real name Jake, is from New York, but anyone from New York, especially if you are in New York City, I want to hear from you. Are you anyone here in New York City? Anyone here in New York City? Please share that. Let us know if you are in New York. There's a reason why I am asking this question. If you are watching from New York, please tell me that you're in New York. I have seen reports that a lot of immigrant heavy neighborhoods in New York City are empty. The roads are empty. The shops are empty. The restaurants are open, but there are no customers. And everyone's like hiding. Is that true? I've seen videos. Different vloggers posted videos. I've seen news reports, but I want to hear from you. I want to hear from somebody who is in New York and seeing things with his or her own eyes. Subways empty. Stores empty. Restaurants empty. Sidewalks empty. Lots of parking spots available because there's no one out there. Everyone's hiding. They ran and then they hid. Is that true? I'm talking about New York. I'm talking about New York City in particular. People are so afraid of ICE that they went into hiding. And by people, I mean the illegal immigrants. When you see neighborhoods in New York City empty, and you talk to the business people and they say, oh, we're not getting any customers, Friday night, usually the restaurant would be so full. There'd be people waiting in line to get a table and so on and so forth. And now Friday night, it's empty. You probably got a customer or two, but not the kind of business that people used to see, because where are all the people? All the people are hiding. They're so afraid of ICE. They're so afraid of Border Patrol. They're so afraid of federal agents that they're hiding. They're not coming out. They're not going out and shopping. They're not walking on the sidewalks. They're not driving around because they feel that ICE is coming, Tom Homan's coming, Kristi Noem's coming, and that they may be arrested and sent back to where they came from. And this is about the illegal immigrants, because legal immigrants and U.S. citizens, they have nothing to worry about. Okay, those who are here legally, they got nothing to worry about. Those who are U.S. citizens, either naturalized or by birth, they got nothing to worry about. I want to hear from you if you are in New York City. Ron is here from Texas. Hi, Ron. Cake is saying, well, they cannot hide for the next 4 years. It's kind of funny you mentioned that, Cake. There are people, there are these so-called experts out there. They're basically saying, 4 years, just be patient for 4 years, and then you can come out. Like, all kinds of ridiculous stuff. Here's what should happen. Those who are here illegally, they cannot stay in hiding for 4 years. If you think you're going to stay inside, locked, and just, how can a person stay secluded, locked in some apartment or some house for 4 years? Yeah, it's not possible. The best thing to do is to self-deport. Those who are here illegally, if they are wise, they are going to self-deport. Okay? Just go back on your own. If you don't want ICE to send you back, just go back on your own. Go back to where you came from. If you are here illegally, the best thing to do right now is to go back. Self-deport. All right. 141 people watching right now, my friends. We got the momentum on our side. The viewer number fluctuates, but it's good. All right, let's do this. An exercise that we frequently do, which is we write Trump 2025. Let's do this. Let's do this, my friends. Please write Trump 2025. Ken Berry says Trump 2025. Kay Cooper says Trump 2025. Cam Gore, you wrote Trump 2015. Well, that's when he first announced, so that's also a wonderful year. Butch is saying Trump 2025. Rachel is saying we love legals. Absolutely, Rachel. Absolutely. We love legal immigrants. Edwin is saying Trump 2025. Longdon family is saying Trump 2025. Cake is saying Trump 2025. Ken is saying Trump 2025. Longdon is agreeing with Rachel, who said we love legals. Absolutely. Cam Gore is saying Trump all the way. Gina is saying Trump 2025 winning. Misty is saying Trump 2025. All right. Ron, one Texas miner, is saying Trump 2025. All right. Ron is saying we want legal immigrants. A viewer named Wise Guy. What does your comment even mean, Wise Guy? Oh, Cam Gore is saying, even got to meet Don Jr. That is so great, Cam Gore. Where are you from? Where are you from, Cam Gore? Please let us know in the live chat. What state are you from? Cam Gore is in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you, Cam Gore. So our new friend here, Cam Gore, is from Phoenix, Arizona. I know we have our friend AC Cruz, who is from Arizona. We also have Teresa Ross, who's from Arizona, and I think we have others who are from Arizona as well. Yeah, Wise Guy is writing comments that are not good. You know, those comments are not good, Wise Guy, not good. And I don't know if I should, if Wise Guy keeps writing comments um, that are nasty, I'm gonna block Wise Guy. Okay. Do you understand how? Do you understand how diverse our family is here in the live chat? Do you understand how diverse we are? We have people from, you know, different backgrounds here in the live chat. And we are all freedom-loving people, regardless of race, religion, okay, color of the skin. We are all freedom-loving people. We are a pretty diverse, naturally diverse. This is not some kind of woke policy to create artificial diversity. Naturally, this channel is diverse. Okay? So Wise Guy, who is writing extremely rude comments, you know what, Wise Guy? We are all going to pray for you so that God gives you wisdom, okay? There seems to be a severe lack of wisdom on your end, Wise Guy. So we are all going to pray, my friends, all going to pray so that God gives Wise Guy some wisdom. Wise Guy desperately needs some wisdom. So let's pray for Wise Guy. 141 people watching right now. 96 likes. Wow. Can we get those numbers up, you think? 96 likes. Do you think we can get to 100 likes? Ron, you are correct. People must be hired based on their qualifications. Exactly. Qualifications for the job. Absolutely. By the way, I have a question I want to ask you. Kind of a different topic, but it needs to be mentioned, I think. So, would my friends kindly give me some recommendations on how I can make some improvements on my website? Okay, so if you go to my website, and I'm going to post the link here. Cake says, Tosif, you remind me of my political science professor. I love your channel. Thank you, Cake. So my website is tosifanam.net. I know many of you have been to my website. If you have not been there, please do so. And you can either type it directly into your, browser window in the address section, or what you can do is if you go on Google in the search engine and you type my name, you'll see my website pop up in the search results. And so if you could go and check out my website, just take a look at it and tell me if you recommend any changes. So I'm asking for your opinion. If you like my website and you think, Tosif, your website is awesome, no changes needed, that's fine. But if you think that I need to make any changes on my website, will you please share with me your thoughts? And the best thing would be if you just send me a message through my website, or because if you write something in the live chat, because the live chat window, everything, the messages move so fast, I'm not able to take notes. So just send me a message through my website or email me at here's my email, tosif@tosifanam.net. Just email me and let me know what changes you think I should make on my website. Wise guy is saying, eat beef, prove you're American. Wise guy is saying, eat beef, prove you're American. Wise guy, if you go to my shorts videos, if you go to my YouTube shorts videos, you're going to see my beef dishes, okay? When I cooked beef, okay, it's on there. So you can actually go and look at my videos of me preparing beef dishes. Okay? Like beef curry. See, I have a short video which says perfect beef curry. I have another one that says wonderful beef curry. Another one where I was having a meal at a restaurant, it says amazing beef chili. Another one, I said very special beef curry. So I have a lot of videos of me preparing beef. What are you talking about? And why all of a sudden you're saying beef? What about beef? I have no idea. By the way, this individual, wise guy, okay, so here's what I'm here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Shall I block this individual named wise guy? Shall I block wise guy? If you think I should block wise guy, just say block wise guy. Okay, everyone's saying block him. Should we do a countdown? Should we do a countdown? Should we do a countdown? Does anyone want to do a countdown? 9, 10, 9, 8, 7. Somebody please do a countdown. And I'm gonna block wise guy. Do a countdown. Bluebird is doing a countdown. Bluebird is doing a countdown. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, everyone's doing countdown. Let's do it, my friends. Even wise guy is doing a countdown. Wise guy has this hidden desire of being blocked. So there you go. Wise guy has been blocked. Done. It is done. Consider it done, boss. It is done. Wise guy has been blocked. Out. Okay? Nasty comments not permitted. Wise guy blocked. All right, now you can all say cheers. Cheers that wise guy is blocked. Ken says cheers. Everyone's saying cheers. We reach 101 likes, my friends. 101 likes on this video. Truly wonderful. 132 people watching. We can get those numbers up. We need 34 more subscribers to get to 12,400. Can we get 34 more subscribers? Do you think it is possible? Give me 1 second, my friends. Back by popular demand. You wanted the hat. I came with the hat. And if you love the hat, you are going to like this video. If you love the hat, you're going to like this video. If you still have not hit the like button, you gotta hit the like button. My friends mentioned the hat. Here's the hat. It is right here. It's the greatest hat in the world. Ron says MAGA time. Cam Gore says Don Jr. signed my MAGA hat. That is so great, Cam. Cam Gore. Cam Gore, give us your first name so we can address you properly. Cam Gore. Give us your first name so that we can address you properly rather than saying Cam Gore. And did you say you're from Phoenix, Arizona? Martin Camarena. Martin Camarena is here, waving the flag of a foreign nation. We want to see U.S. flag, not some other flag. Martin Camarena. Look at Cake. Cake is writing USA and putting an image of U.S. flag there. Cam Gore, you are originally from Kenosha, Wisconsin. That's so wonderful. I love Kenosha. Cam Gore, give us your first name so we can address you properly. What, just first name, or you can make up a name that you want to go by. Linda. All right, Linda, our friend Linda. So Cam Gore, do you know that our friend Rachel here, who goes by the name Journeys, she is in Waukesha, which is not far from Kenosha, in the same part of the state. All right, 33 more subscribers, and we can get to 12,400. Cam Gore says that she still owns a home in Wisconsin. That's Linda. That's wonderful, Linda. By the way, Cake, viewer named Cake, please give us a name that you want to go by. And Cake, where are you from? I think you mentioned it, Cake. Los Angeles. All right, Cake. And Cake, give us a name that we can address you, so we can address you properly rather than Cake. Irony is here. Hi, Irony. Irony Rose is here. Matthew is saying Cake from the same place I'm from. All right, Matthew, tell us where you are from. Okay, Cake is Diana. All right, Diana. Matthew, you are also from LA? All right. Martin Camarena is from Chicago. Martin, welcome to this channel. Martin, Chicago, Illinois. Which part of Chicago are you in, Martin? Chicago is pretty big. Martin is in the south side. Okay. South side of Chicago. Okay. All right, Martin. So, so, so Diana, you're from Culver City? Okay. So Diana is from Culver City. Adriana is saying that I'm getting off topic. Well, Adriana, I actually, whatever I wanted to discuss, I've already discussed. You know, we've been doing this live stream. Right now, it's 2 hours and 23 minutes. So I wanted to talk about trade and tariff and all that, which I've already done. What I usually do after we have talked for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, once we have completed the discussion, I like to engage in, I like to chat with people in the live chat. So that's what's going on right now. I have concluded discussion regarding the big topic that we had. Okay, so if you have missed the discussion, you can always go back. You can go back and replay that as journeys. That's our friend Rachel just recommended. Go back on the replay. So yeah, I mean, you know, my live streams can be anywhere from maybe 1 hour to more than 3 hours long. And so sometimes we talk for, sometimes we discuss topics for the first 2 hours, and then the remainder we just chat. So now it's that part. We are just having a conversation. So you can definitely, and you know, if you have any thoughts you want to share, Adriana, please do that. Okay, I can always jump back and talk about issues. If you have something you want to share, I'd be happy to talk about it again. There's no like rigid structure of the conversation. If you say, Tosif, let's go back and talk about the tariffs, I can very easily do that. It's not a problem. Michael Teal is here from Alabama. Michael Teal, good to see you. Rachel, you wrote mail to Tosif. I'm trying to understand. Did I miss any comment previously that prompted you to write mail to Tassif? Linda, there is a citizenship test. The naturalization process includes a citizenship test, okay? So you have to know English and you have to know civics. If you want to look at the questions that appear on the citizenship test, you can look it up on the internet. Go to USCIS, which is United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. Look on their website. Okay, you can see what kind of questions are asked. English questions, civics questions. Oh yeah. If you want to contact me, just send me an email. It's tassif@tassifanam.net. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Brad, thank you for your nice comment. South Bay is saying good stream. Thank you, South Bay. All right, my friends, let me now wrap up the the poll question that I asked, okay? So the poll question that I asked is, are you happy with the steps President Trump is taking to secure the border and deport illegal aliens? Okay? Yes? No. Let me end the poll. $352 votes. 69% said yes. 30% said no. So the poll question was, are you happy with the steps President Trump is taking to secure the border and deport illegal aliens? 352 people responded. 69%, overwhelming, 69% said yes, meaning 69% of the respondents are happy with the steps President Trump is taking to secure the border and to deport illegal aliens. This is great. This is wonderful, my friends. Thank you so very much for participating in the poll and in the live chat and for watching this this video, this live stream. My friends, I'm going to wrap up this live stream now. Thank you all for being here. We started this live stream on Saturday night and now we are into early Sunday morning. Thank you all for your support. My friends, I will be back with more live stream and more videos. Okay? So thank you, my friends. And lots of great comments and questions in the live chat. Obviously, I could not answer them all. I apologize for that, but it's always good to see excellent engagement and discussion. Absolutely. So my friends, may God bless you all. May God bless President Donald J. Trump. May God bless the Trump administration. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless our U.S. allies. And may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. With that, thank you once again for tuning in for the live stream. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends, family members, and your neighbors. My friends, we are so fortunate to have President Donald J. Trump as our commander-in-chief, and I know that we will make America great again. Thank you so very much, my friends. I'll be back again soon. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.